Okay, hopefully that was enough time to let the streaming buffer run out. Hello, everybody. PJ here on another episode of PJ Live, where I live stream myself playing basically whatever. We are gonna get started with some Nintendo Entertainment, Famicom, etc. games. Just a little bit here, just going to post some things around the web real quick. Nintendo games. And then we will jump into things. The music you are currently hearing is from an NES title called Fantasy Zone. Fun little game, although we will not be playing it unless we randomly get it again on the emulator picker thing. Where is the trans gaming subreddit? Here it is. Down at near the bottom of my sub list. Submit a new link. Some random NES games. Stop on by. Okay, that's that one. No, I want to submit it again because this is a different stream, and yeah. Reddit. Okay, incidentally, if anybody happens to be watching from the GSS Discord, I will not be able to see your messages unless you are in the Twitch chat. Just because I unfortunately have a pretty small monitor, and I can't have multiple things set up at once. I won't be able to see them all. And for any returning regulars, it is just me by myself tonight. I couldn't scrounge up a co-host today, but that is alright. Also, I have this lovely new pink banner, courtesy of Trey. And yeah. That's about it for administrative stuff. Let's get started with the videogams. If somebody could just let me know if I'm like, you know, not too loud, not too soft, that sort of thing. Anyway, I found out that the Mason emulator has a neat little thing where you can just hit this button here and it'll load a random game for you. Or can you? There we go. Ball Hack. That's a name for a game. Alright, yeah, sure. Wow, this is quite the thing to have stumbled upon. Also, my computer... Oh, there we go. Okay. Gonna say my controller doesn't seem to be working, but now it is. This is a clone of another game, isn't it? I recognize this general style of gameplay. I want to say Joust is similar to this, but I don't think it had the balloon thing. You know, you wouldn't believe it, but I tested this out before the stream about an hour or 2 hours ago, and all I got was quality. A couple like platformers and some action games and a few puzzle games. I turn it on for the stream, and the first thing I get is something with a score counter labeled poop and called Ball Hack, which Says something about my luck, but I'm not entirely sure what. U equals dumb. Well, that's a video game. Even says "ah shit" on the title screen. Well, 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 well. Yeah. Load random game. Baseball Stars 2. Okay. Sure. I don't think that 6 teams in one game is how baseball works. But sure, let's try it. Also, I don't know if any of these are meant to be indicative of real, sports franchises. I kind of like the look of this one right here, so we'll go with them. Assuming I can figure out how to actually play any of this, that is. I don't really quite know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Sure, keep. Uh-huh. What? The LA Superstars versus the Toronto Captains. No team that I've ever heard of. Dome Stadium. I like it. Welcome to the Dome. Dome Depot. I actually have, hold on. Do I actually have this, streaming properly? I do. Okay, good, 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 good. Looks like I just kind of have to time it right. And that was not right. Come on, then. Come on. There we go. I guess that's just, how you do this, is you just hit the ball. What do you want for a Nintendo game, I guess? That was a foul. You're foul. No, that first game we loaded up was foul, to be honest with you, but, there we go. No, that one was also a foul. I don't know if this is, like, determined randomly, or if I really just am hitting the ball too hard somehow by the game's, metric. All I can really seem to do is move around and, swing. Ah, darn it. I'm out. Both of them are out. Oh, now we're the pitcher, I think. Is that correct? Or am I just losing my mind? No, we are totally the pitcher. Like the other team. I forget what it's called in baseball. I don't think it's offense and defense. It's something else. Yeah, don't really know what I'm doing here, to be quite honest with you. There we go. Yeah. Baseball. Go Eagles. See, the joke there is that the Eagles are a football team. I have a very sophisticated sense of sport humor, as I'm sure you can tell. Alright, maybe we will load something else now. Life Force. Oh, I know this one. This is like the weird hacked up port of Salamander. But hey, a weird hacked up port of a Konami shooter is still a Konami shooter. No voice samples in this version, I'm almost positive, but that's okay. Oh, and they replaced it with the normal power-up system with a track like Gradius has. That's interesting. Not sure how I feel about that change. But it let me get the ripple laser right when I wanted it, so I can't be too upset, I guess. I will be using save states for some of these if I deem it necessary. And deem the game fun enough to play for a little bit. I do like me some Salamander. Oh no! Huh. Not sure what happened there. I couldn't, destroy the blocks. Let's reload, shall we? I wonder... Yeah, I guess I just can't. Well, that makes things a bit more difficult, doesn't it? Also, this has auto-fire, which I didn't think it did. I guess we'll just have to really keep on top of things. And, really try to max out that speed power-up. Darn it! Ah. Fucking weird grabby hand boys. Always being grabby. I actually have a ROM of this, there was a PlayStation Portable re-release of this game and a couple other Konami shooters in, like, one package. And that is, like, pretty much arcade perfect, and it was a cool thing that I wish I had, like, physically in real life. Okay. Avoid the big tooths. Alright. Really having to thread the needle here. Alright. Well, shit. Okay. Now listen, liking these games doesn't mean that I'm any good at them. Well, I guess that's all for Salamander for now. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, Life Force. Now we're playing Crisis Force. Appears to be a Chinese localization, judging by the name of the ROM. C-H-I Wan Zhang. Interesting. Oh, this is another shmup. I'm alright with shmups, although this background's kind of giving me a headache. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit less eye strain inducing. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. I wonder if this was an original for the system or if this is another arcade port. Just not one I'm familiar with. Oh, what in the world? We've gone Super Saiyan. Well, this is pretty cool. I figured that this was a temporary power-up, but I seem to just be like this now. Pretty happy with that. I think I got hit and powered down as a result. Ah, you know what? I forgot to, hold on. I forgot to turn the television emulation on. That's like the... I think that was at one point like the big selling point of this emulator, was you could actually make it look like it was being played on a TV. Which palette was I using? I don't remember. Frick. Video filter. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit. Give it some of that scratchiness. Like I said, I don't really remember what palette I was using. That's what it looks like, completely clean, for the record. I don't know. It kind of looks almost like offensively bright if you do that. Oh, we can put some overscan on it if we're so inclined, or crop it if it needs to be cropped. I'm not sure what this palette picker is doing. I know what it's supposed to do. Composite direct. Oh, there we go. Which one of these do I like? That one looks almost monochrome. Everything's like real washed out. I like, what is it, the Nestopia one? Yeah, that's real colorful. Well, as colorful as this game gets. I mean, it is mostly gray. At least it is right now. Oh, we have like a second weapon. I didn't even notice. Oh, we can... Oh, it's that we can transform. Okay. Huh. We've got like a three-way shot on this one, which I assume is less powerful than the straight-ahead shot, but... now it's... We got several forms we can switch between. Okay. Wow, that canyon effect is... really throwing me for a bit of a loop. That had to be, like, they put that on the back of the box for this cartridge, I'm sure. Like, you know, probably said something like stunning, hyper-realistic graphics, and then a shot of this yawning chasm, which is, again, giving me, like, a little bit of a headache. You know, it's just how things were back then. The game gave you a headache, you just kind of dealt with it. Liking this boss ship that we're fighting. I don't really know if calling it a ship is even fair. It's got like some sort of weird disconnected mech thing going on. Wynn would like this. Whoa. Don't fire your bouncy balls at me. Only people I'm dating can do that. Alright, and we rocket ahead. I'm gonna make a save state here, actually. And pause the game real quick while I take a sip of my drink. Alright. Well, that aside, let's get back to our game here. Sorry about that. Okay. I do like this weird, like, multicolored, dual shot we've got going on. I guess that's a bomb that we just picked up. Oh, no, that changes it back to the pellet shooter. I wonder why. Oh, that totally was a bomb that we just picked up because I just used it, using the transformation button, which is interesting. So, our ship appears to have three shapes and forms. This one with a two-way gun, and then the one with the three-way gun, and then the one that's just a straight-ahead shot. There's got to be some reason you'd want to use the, well, I think I might have just gotten a game over. Why can I not navigate the menus here? This is frustrating. Hold on. Input. Yeah, the input's mapped correctly. That's really weird. I'll just load a state, I guess. I did make one after the end of the last level, I think. Yeah. Well, that was fun enough that I want to give it another shot here. I just realized we just flew over Stonehenge. That's interesting. I do like this orbital that we got going on. It's pretty good. I'm a fan. Also, some of these enemy designs are pretty out there. Like giant robot spiders shooting webs at us, and other smaller robot spiders as well. Also, the game speeding up and slowing down a bit depending on how much is on screen is something I don't think I'll ever fully get used to. Games kind of stopped doing that before, well, before I was born, really. And, you know, it's just a little odd to me. I do know why it happens. It's like, well, I have a general idea. It's something like memory limits on the cartridge, I think, and if you, like, tries to draw too much, it slows down. Something like that. Or not the cartridge, the system. I might be incorrect, but I think that's why it does that. Or at least that's the general gist of things. Oh, good. It does look like our power-ups carry over between our various states. Now we got some, like, ancient Egyptian stuff going on. It's a really interesting, aesthetic this game's got. Hello, Gab. How are you? Is that Cyclonus from the Transformers? Ah. Oh, we respawn on the spot, right. I would like to beat this robot head man. Ah. Oh well. It's not working for you? It's still... Oh! So it is. Well, that's a problem. Wonder why it's doing that. No, that's not you. That's, that actually is like that. What in the fuck? Oh, geez, I wish I had noticed that earlier. Now I'm gonna look like an absolute mad person on the VOD. I guess I will try rebooting the emulator and seeing if that works. I had this problem once before and I forget what I did to fix it. Hello again, Gab. Yeah, that wasn't you. That was actually the emulator doing that. Or rather the OBS doing that, the streaming software. Yeah. Reload Crisis Force. Okay. Is it... Let me try resetting there. I'll just load a state, actually, because I have that one from the second level still. Let me know if you see anything. You should be seeing, like, me flying over this Green Hills of England looking place. Seeing a black screen. Okay. That's an issue. Yeah, that's a real big issue. Okay, let me try just removing the screen region, adding it back in. Messin. Now it's not even showing anything at all. I can turn the overlay on and off, but that doesn't really... What the fuck? Center. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. What could be causing that? Try capturing the window instead, I guess? Add window capture. Okay, now we got a still picture. Center. No, do center it horizontally and vertically as well. There we go. Although now you're going to see the little status bar at the top, but that's fine. You can see... Oh, that's... Oh, okay, you're saying that now you can, okay. I do have the game paused, which is why nothing else is moving. Let me know if it goes weird again. Or if it's working now. Anyway, yeah, anyone watching the VOD will now get to actually see what I was talking about 5 minutes ago. We got this weird helix shot again. Ooh, this is a new one. Lasers in the NES era always looked this kind of specific way. It would just be like this weird flashing block instead of an actual, like an actual solid beam. I am not good at these kinds of games. Yeah, me neither, honestly, but I like them anyway. There's something about them that appeals to me. I can beat some of them if I have the benefit of save states, but if I'm going on like the game's actual like built-in continue system, I'm boned most of the time. Ones from this era tended to not be quite as hard, but still like pretty difficult. I know the feel, yeah. Got these like little, I don't know if you'd quite call them mini bosses, but alright. Just can't focus on that many things at once at all. Yeah, I think that's part of it for me too. Like I can kind of get by if I just like focus on the area around my ship. But, you know, stuff like, I don't know, like Raiden or something, where you kind of have to focus on the entire screen at once. A little bit beyond me. This is the Cyclonus head that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if anybody watching this is familiar with Transformers comics, but he looks pretty much, well, he looked pretty much like the purple phase. Now he's like, I don't know, Robot Cthulhu. really like to beat this boss, and then I would be content with calling it a day with this particular game. I'm not, but a friend of mine is really into them. Yeah, they're good comics. Transformers in general. Yeah, I used to be into it, like, in a more general sense, but nowadays I pretty much only read the comics. I don't really have the money anymore for the toys. And the movies are not my cup of tea. The live-action ones, I mean. So yeah, I was correct in my assumption. These obstacles do, in fact, hurt us. Shoot. Toys and figure collecting of that sort is pretty expensive. Yeah, especially if you want to get anything that's, like, not gonna break in a few years. Oh, hey, this thing again. Yeah, sometimes your ship just goes Super Saiyan and does this. It's pretty good, and I like it a lot. They were really proud of having figured out this, like, rift effect thing for the backgrounds, where you make it look like there's, like, a massive chasm below the character. Because I think it's been in all 3 stages so far, or maybe just this one in the first one, but still. The old school sound effects have a nice feel to them. Yeah, I was talking earlier about how I was impressed about how the NES sound chip, sound card, whatever you'd call it, managed to pull off so much with a relatively limited amount of hardware. I'm not like a gear geek in that sense, but I know Lee on the Discord was like explaining all the technical specifications, and what I understand, it really wasn't much that they had to work with, but a lot of the music especially is really good. I think that is a game over. Yep. Like Pokemon GSC, even though that's not the NES. Yeah, I know what you mean. R.I.P. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's hit the randomizer and see what we get next. Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone. Okay. These are beat-em-ups, I'm pretty sure. Developed by Technos Japan. Kind of in a love-hate relationship with Gold Silver Crystal. I have not played those games since I was pretty young. Alright, buddy, you wanna go? Many problems with its game design. Honestly, it's been so long since I played it that I probably wouldn't be able to comment on that either way. I guess this guy that we talked to. The remakes I have played semi-recently, unfortunately the only available ROMs for them have a tendency to lock up, and I don't own the official cartridges. One of these days. Oof, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You ever wonder why everybody's so mad in these games? It's like, here's an onslaught of people who desperately want to kick your ass for no stated reason. I hope you can get your hands on a functioning copy sometime. Thank you. Also, these sprites are, like, pretty detailed for an NES game. I guess this was, like, the later portion of the era's lifespan, though. Or the console's lifespan, I mean. This sure is video games. I guess that's where the convention of there being knives that you can throw in beat-em-ups comes from. Definitely more detailed than other old school games of this genre that I've seen before. Yeah, like the Super Nintendo, you'd get like much more detail than this, but other NES ones generally very, very simple looking sprites. So I'm kind of surprised at the detail here. Looks very good. I don't know why I'm trying to read this note. Even if I could, I wouldn't be able to, since this is the Japanese ROM. I'm getting like a little bit of junk pixels on the edge of the screen. I could fix that, but we're going to be playing a new game in like 5-10 minutes anyway, so what's the point, really? You assumed I knew Japanese. No, I wish I did. It'd be a useful skill to have, but nope. Alright, now what are we gonna get? Mega Man 3 Challenge Stage 1, Mega Man 3 Hack. I didn't know that this ROM set came with hacks, but okay. Well, I guess we're going to get, like, absolutely demolished. Because ROM hacks tend to be made for people who are very good at the original games, and I absolutely suck at Mega Man, but I guess we will, I guess we'll see. Ready? Oh, it's like snowing. I've been wanting to play some Mega Man. I actually, I played Mega Man 4 earlier while I was, like, testing stuff for this stream. And I actually got to the end of one of the... Oh, hey, some of these graphics aren't loading correctly. Huh. Well, that's kind of a deal breaker, isn't it? What did you think of the new Mega Man they announced a while ago? Oh yeah, they're making one that's like the game design is old school, but it's like got polygonal graphics, like 3D. I don't know. Like I've never been like a huge fan of the series, but if it's reasonably priced, I'll at least try it. Anyway, yeah, some of the layers not loading makes this unplayable. So on to the next. River City Ransom. I've heard of this. Oh, and this is a French version. Do we want novice or violent difficulty? Kidnap. Oh, I love that they added an I to Jeff. Jeff. This is another beat-em-up from this era. And this is more what I had in mind when I was talking about the graphics earlier. Oh, these animations are great. I remember having French class in middle school. I sucked so much at it. Yeah, I think, like... I don't know. I always hear that, like, you should, like, try to get kids... Yeah, I am also noticing that these guys keep saying meat. I'm not sure what's up with that. But anyway, I've always heard that you should like try to get kids started with languages early. But I don't know. When I was a kid, I had a Spanish class in middle school, and I just like didn't. I mean, I was a child. I didn't really understand what we were learning, and I didn't really understand why either. And the same is also true of all three of my siblings, so I don't know. Maybe we're just a lazy family. Nice sprite flicker on that trash can over there. This seems much easier than Double Dragon 3, was it, that we were playing a little bit ago? I'm pretty lazy too. I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. We're all spending our time on Twitch.tv instead of learning Esperanto. Lobian, whatever the hot new conlang is this year. I guess I have to go up here. Are these girls our enemies, or... Sushi bar. tried streaming ones on my old PC, and lag is not even an appropriate term. Yeah, computers are picky. I only got this to, like, be half decent at streaming after a ton of fiddling. And, even now, like, it'll do stuff like it did earlier where sometimes stuff just freezes up, or it'll drop, or whatever. It's whatever. You make do. Isn't tabernac like a really, really strong slur in, or not slur, swear in Canadian French? It was having issues with recognizing my microphone, so I wouldn't be able to talk. Yeah, that stuff, like, that's an ongoing problem. For whatever reason, microphone technology, they haven't gotten to the point where it can consistently be recognized yet, necessarily. I'll have stuff, like, even yesterday when we were doing the live stream, it just randomly, my DualShock being plugged in was interfering with my microphone, even though that doesn't make any sense. Just weird stuff like that, you know? Yep. We got some tough guys in pink shirts. Hey, Drake is here. Oh, did I just fall off a ledge? Alright, well, we're done with River City Ransom now. Help just as much as the OU Council. That is a Smogon reference, I think. I'm not up on my competitive Pokemon. Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six. Interesting. Electro takes charge of the situations. And to make competitive Pokemon jokes my friends don't ever get. Don't worry about it. References nobody gets is like half the point of this channel. Well, this looks horrible. Yeah, Electro charge. Whoever wrote that thought they were being very, very clever. Wow, this is, Jesus. I wish I could explain what the controls feel like, but I don't think there's a word for this. Also, it looks like the wrapper of a bubblegum piece, like, threw up. Like, what is this palette? Got, like, pink and green as your primary colors. And the music is, Oh, I love this crouching animation. You wanna go? Well, do ya? It's music. Yeah, that's, it is definitely a piece of music indeed. Jeez. I feel like I'm like an acrobat at a circus, the way that... Oh. No, I'm good. Load random game. Gun sight. It's another shmup, maybe? Well, it is by Konami. Yes, I'm sure that this man is very bad. Spider! Is that so? Spider. What killed you? I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Interesting. You got like several different ships, well, helicopters we can choose from. I'm just gonna go with the Sundowner, because I like the name of it the best. Extra fuel, ground bombs. I have a feeling I'm about to be way in over my head here, but let's see. Oh. Oh no, it's first person. Okay. Well, it's like a dogfighting game. This is... It's pretty high flying. This does not seem pleasing to play. Yeah. It's kind of making my head feel weird. So, maybe we'll just skip this one. Smash TV. I know this one. I thought this was a Super Nintendo game, though. So, that's interesting. Maybe this is like a scaled down port for the NES. Oh my. Once again, quite the color scheme here. Okay, and since we don't have the full range of buttons, we just shoot in the direction we're moving. Alright, and we can hold down the button to, like, moonwalk. Hello, Win. The OG Isaac. Yeah, honestly, like, for one thing, I'm actually surprised at, like, the fact that this is, like, sort of playable. The other thing is, that, like, all of the, like, arena shooter stuff kind of starts here, as far as all that goes. Whoop. I got beaten to death by green men in with batons. Also, the music just stopped, which is pretty great. There's something about this graphical style that looks like vaguely computer-y more so than Nintendo-y, if that makes any sense. Like, they almost remind me of Lemmings, the enemies. They beat up the music, too, yeah. Huh. Making the moonwalk button work properly is... Did that say a brand new toaster? It might have. The whole, the quote, plot, unquote, of Smash TV is that you're on, like, a futuristic blood sport game show. We gotta get to the Mutoid Man, guys. And damn, this transition screen is really something. Collect power-ups. Oh hey! A vocal sample in an NES game. How about that? Now the music is back. Yep. I don't know if that's a bug, or if it's just that they, like, for whatever, there's maybe some technical reason that it couldn't, it can't play the music anymore after you die once in a room. It wouldn't really shock me. A lot of these games ran, you know, you managed to fit a lot into one cartridge if you cut corners. Not even saying that that's a bad thing. Again, I'm actually quite surprised at how playable this is. Again, I was pretty sure that Smash TV was mostly known as a Super Nintendo game. If somebody wants to, like, look that up, feel free to. The music cut out again. Yeah, like, if you got this for Christmas in 1990, I think you'd be pretty happy with it. Unless you were one of those, like, you know, kids that always had to have the hot new thing. Which I guess that's most kids now that I think of it, so maybe I'm overestimating the Christmas spirit of the average child in the 90s. I don't think the music loops. Oh, maybe. That could very well be it. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a reason that it doesn't loop, or if it's just that they, like, you know, some kind of programming oversight. I really do love the moonwalk button. And hey, I mean, I'm talking about original Binding of Isaac, we got orbitals even. We got rockets now. Oh hey, Win, do let me know if you want to get in the call, then I will add you. If you're so inclined, if not, I perfectly understand. Big money. Were you guys aware that, big money? There is a call going on? Well, I guess technically it's not a call until you add the second person, right? I guess I just meant, like, to the stream. I mean, I guess you could call yourself, there just wouldn't be any point in it. Still waking up. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling great myself. Can I join? If you have a microphone that works, yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I have to go out of my way because... with the, like, okay. I understand. It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate people being here in any capacity. Is that game over? No, I guess I... Oh, you know what? No, I got 2 more lives. Yeah, you'd be able to hear me. You wouldn't be able to hear the game, though. I don't know if you care about that or not. It's all up to you. Because Discord doesn't pipe the sound from the game. Well, here, give me just a second here. After I clear out this room, I will, Oh. Or I can just be mobbed to death by more green berets. If you're not feeling great. Yeah, I am kind of tired, but, tell you what, I will, like, add you to the little, like, mini server we have to set up the stream stuff, and I'll get you on one of these days, if not tonight. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, like, you know, on the one hand, I do like streaming a lot, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit better, at least emotionally, to just have something occupying, you know, like 100% of my brain. On the other hand, I do have, like, a nasty cough that I can't seem to get rid of. But, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go till at least 10 my time, so, like, at least another hour, but I might go longer than that. I don't know. Rooms do get increasingly a bit more... bit trickier. Oh yeah, you're in Europe. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, don't feel obligated to stick around for my sake. You can head to bed whenever you need to. Sleek 1999 Roadster. I'm not even sure like what I'm doing. Can I just like leave? Oh, I can shoot these guys. Okay, I'm an idiot. do 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 do. Big money, big prizes. I believe that Smash TV actually started out as an arcade game. The voice is terrifying. Yeah. You know, I don't entirely disagree. It is pretty, certainly it's something. Alright, well that's game over, so that's enough, Smash TV. Let's see what else we've got going on. That's probably the best game that we played so far. Either that or, Crisis Force. King's Knight. Okay. Oh, it's a shmup? Huh. You don't see too many shmups with a fantasy theme. Although we're getting, like, demolished already right off the bat here. I did not expect a shmup. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, maybe like an RPG or like a Zelda type thing. I guess Zelda's an RPG. It's an action RPG. But, definitely not a vertically scrolling shmup. Knight Rayjack is dead. Oh, now we get a different character and we go to a different place. That's interesting. Huh. I feel like this particular, kind of, like, control setup where if you died as one character, instead of just letting you retry, they'd bring you back as another character, has kind of, sort of, faded from existence, and I don't, to be honest with you, entirely think that that's a bad thing. Kind of a weird setup. The Wizard Caliva is dead. Now we're the Lizard Man. The Lizard Man. It's an interesting concept, but it's also kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it, too. Oh, that arrow just hurts you. That's good to know, I guess. I don't know what any of these icons are supposed to be. This is one of the ones where you're supposed to, like, consult the manual before playing, and I don't have the manual on hand. Yeah. Apologies for my repeated coughing into the microphone, as I said earlier, a bit under the weather. Ugh. Dang it. Monster Barusa is dead. Now we're like the rogue, I guess. Oh, so is it just me, or are these levels actually getting progressively harder? Seems like an odd way to react to the player failing. Alright. Well, Kid Thief Toby. What a name. Alright, well that was King's Knight. Let's go. Korean Ego. What? Developed in 1993. That's pretty... Oh, it's Go. Alright. Well, I kind of know how to play Go. Sort of. Assuming they don't add a bunch of extra rules. That dude looks silly. That's a very polite way of putting it. My man looks like a bobblehead with the bobble part was put on upside down. You just gonna, like, let me play at some point, or are you gonna keep talking at me in a language that I do not understand? Sure is, dude. Sure is. I don't think this is actually going to get to the game part anytime soon, so, yeah, something else now. Oh, Mega Man 5. Capcom Presenter. What language is this in? Press start. Yes. Alright, well, whatever. Mega Man's Mega Man. Sure. Starman. Stjernman. Klar. Is this like Dutch or something? Like a subpar fan translation. Do I have to go down? Yeah, okay. Sometimes Pits and Mega Man are death, and sometimes they're the only way forward. Vietnamese crystal. No, I think it might be Dutch, because Dutch kind of is in a weird spot where it, like, looks like English, but it's not. You're seeing, he starts seeing double J's, we'll know we're in Dutch territory. I should know that it's Dutch or not, but I do not speak my mother tongue, unfortunately. Oh, alright. Well, I blew up. Spikes. Usually instant death in Mega Man. Klar! The fun thing about having ROMs for not just all the games, but all the games in every language, is that sometimes you'll get something like this, where you just, you know, it's familiar, yet not. Mega Boy. Mega Person. He can file his taxes, and he has a Netflix account. Mega Person. Kirby does his taxes. What? Oh, right. This is the game that has the slide move in it. I think that's an extra life that I just got there. And by God, I'm probably gonna need it. No. No! Oh no, maybe that's an extra life. Maybe they were both extra lives? I don't know. Use the boost to get through! Oh no. Okay. Yeah, the heads were extra lives, so I don't quite know what the M was. And yeah, I just got, like, full-on flowied. Oh, darn it, I meant to save another state, and I reloaded it by accident. Ah, brilliant. There we go. If anybody watching this is under the impression that I'm not going to be using save states for fucking Mega Man, they're kidding themselves. Another extra life. Honestly, I'm starting to question whether I need the save states, but... How the heck do I do this? Like that, I guess. Another one. Well. That's a lot of lives. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. I don't remember any of the Mega Man games being this generous with their life handouts. Maybe the, like, drop rates were changed for the European releases? I don't know. Heard of weirder things being done to video games. Darn it. The respawning enemies are always what gets me in Mega Man. Well, that and the bosses, but... you know, the bosses get everybody. Can I actually destroy this thing, or is it just gonna sit here and be a nuisance forever? Catapult. I feel like there's another one of those rockets between this platform and the next one. Maybe not. Yeah, either can't, or its weak point is the red thing at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know which one it is. That's the thing. Progress. Kind of. See, I would play these games much more often if they were kind of like Super Meat Boy style micro challenges like this. Because something is in the, you know, Meat Boy, this little thing that I'm trying to do here would be like a third of a level on its own. But this isn't that kind of game, so... And I mean, heck, that kind of game didn't really even exist when this came out. It's a bit more recent of an invention. I don't know what the first game in that particular subgenre would be. I'm kind of curious about that now. Maybe N? Mega Man is tough. He is indeed, and I'm going into this boss fight with, like, no health, so... that's fun. Yep, and he jumped on me. They always jump. Okay, well, thankfully, it respawned me right here. Okay, this doesn't seem impossible. Now, it not being impossible, of course, doesn't mean that I'll win, but I'll try again. What if I just played this for the next hour? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know how to dodge that initial jump. I have a suspicion that you might just not be able to. Would not necessarily put that past the developers of a Mega Man title. Games are always difficult and occasionally downright cruel. Right, the shield. It protects him. I think mostly what I want to do is just avoid the shield and then shoot him when it's down. Okay, come on. I can do this. There we go. Hey. I did the thing. Good night, Gab. Do Fix Starcross. OG Super Piler. Goodbye. Does that say slut? Well, I'm glad you had fun. Alright, I'm gonna save state here, and I'm going to go get some more tea and use the bathroom quick, and I will be right back. Oh, I forgot to put my background up. Oh well. Now it's up. Anyway, I will be right back, as I said. love you, but please get away from my stuff. What? Yes, you're a good cat. But please be a good cat over there where you're not going to knock over my expensive microphone. Come on. Come on. Don't you nip at me. Come on. Fear not, I have returned. Is it still? Yeah, it looks like it's still recording the actual video as opposed to just putting up a still image. Let me see. I'd wanted to check on something. I have now completely forgotten what that thing was. So, whatever. Yeah. We will get right back to Mega Man, because I'm actually having some fun with this, and I don't see any reason to switch if I'm still enjoying myself, at least not just yet. Do Crystal Man. Oh, but they spell it with a K. Clar. Now, how do you... I don't know what this is. S arrow. But that's the Star Crash. Okay, I want to test this out. So, like, we launch it forward, and... yeah. Alright, I get it. Can I charge it somehow? No. Okay. What? There we go. I don't quite know what the ideal usage of the star shield thing is, but I'm sure I'll figure it out if I keep playing. Even if I don't finish this on stream, I think I might go back to it sometime on my own time. Okay. Got Crystal Caverns obstacle here. Welp. Should have been save stating. I got overconfident. Save states? Who needs those? I'm an expert Nintendo player. No, I'm not. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was flat broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Anyway, yeah, let's, this jump is vexing me. There we go. That's 1, 2, oh jeez. We got these tiny little platforms up here. Fuck. Alright. This is doable. I also just realized, by the way, that playing Mega Man and swearing while doing it makes me, like, maybe the most stereotypical Let's Player of all time, but that's alright. People play Mega Man a lot because it's good. Well, some of them are. I know that there's like a couple of them that are not quite as well regarded. I think like 6 through 8 are not particularly well liked, if I'm remembering correctly. There we go. Just a matter of persistence. Oh. Thank you, strange energy tank carrying man. These crystal droppers are going to be a recurring threat throughout this level, I can tell. Although we might be getting close to the end, I'm not actually entirely sure. Kind of in that state of tiredness where I'm like losing all sense of time. Pretty great. Go. Then drip, drip. And we can jump. What's this all about? Okay. Interesting. I should have just shot them all. I think I made a mistake there by trying to jump over the one. Hey, these guys were in the last game. I know, because I played it before the stream. Just giving them a very slightly different sprite. Didn't even change the color. Okay. No, I don't like shooting the little tiny robot mice. That doesn't make me feel good. Oh, good, one of these sections. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna hug a left. Here we go. Where is everyone? I don't know. People might be busy. Honestly, that wouldn't shock me too much, given that it is, like, right before Christmas. But I'm not too concerned. Anybody who's not here and wants to see it later can watch the VOD. I don't know how to kill those things. Oh, there's a boss before the boss. Hello, Pink Man. Alright, well. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night too, and I'm kind of expecting that to have even lower attendance. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But that one I won't really mind because Cece's gonna be there as well. Okay. How do we fight this guy? Oh no, it's alright, Win. I appreciate it. I try not to let low attendance bother me. Sometimes people's schedules just conflict with what I'm doing. It happens. Alright, let's fight Crystal Man. Okay, maybe we should try out the Star Crash shield. I don't know what to think about that. Give it another shot. I do like Mega Man's like gold armor when he's got it up. I could have phrased that better. But y'all know what I meant. Oh, this does like no damage. Alright. Maybe this isn't a viable alternative to the Buster then. Especially since we just ran out of ammo for it. What is this thing? The S arrow. It's like, I can like put a platform here and stand on it? Huh. It's interesting. I don't think I knew that that feature was in any Mega Man game. Certainly don't hear people talk about it too much. By which I mean, ever. I guess the S stands for suction. The suck arrow. Okay, I think I'm starting to kind of get the rhythm of this guy's attacks. We might have him. We do have him. Doofik Crystal Ain. Yeah, buddy. Definitely. I don't know. Why don't I... Torn, because on the one hand I kind of want to keep playing this, but on the other, I did advertise this as a Nintendo Roulette stream, and it's not much of a roulette if I'm playing one game for half an hour. I guess let's make a save state here, and I'll come back to that some other time. Oh, I just realized it's not Dutch, it's Norwegian. It says N-O-R right here in the name of the ROM. Mappy! Oh, this thing. Okay, I know this game. Sort of. It's like weird puzzle platformer where you try to fuck up cats as a mouse. I used to play a Flash game port of this when I was younger. I don't think I ever knew what the original was called, but until many years later. What an odd little game. Yes, yes, kill your oppressors. Someone draw the mouse from this wearing a, like, red and black. Caption it, bash the fash. Opens a door that sends out a supersonic wave, killing you instantly. Direct action. This is another one that I think started out as an arcade game, although I'm not 100% sure. Shoot. I do like that I'm apparently completely invincible, but only... Oh. No comment. On to the next. Chojin Ukami Senki Warwolf. Okay. Player 1 push start. Okay. Don't knock. Okay. It's like a beat 'em up or like a not very good beat 'em up. I like the music though. I feel like I heard this sampled somewhere once, the chiptune in the background. Oh shit, now we are the werewolf. Warwolf. What if it was like a werewolf, like a W-A-R-E wolf? Ooh, that flash. Oh, we have like scythes for hands, that's pretty great. Okay. No, I can definitely, cling to the side of this, but, like, how do I get up it? There we go. These controls are interesting. I can't believe we're a real werewolf. Alright, like, I'm trying to give this a fair shot, but also, you know, it's just kind of boring. Oh, now we're a guy again. That sure was a video game. Batman Hack by MacB. Okay. I wonder what was hacked, because this just looks like the regular game to me. Nice cutscene. Which I'm going to know. Oh, I guess I can't skip it. Okay. I'm Bruce Wayne. What if you are late? That is true, but, you know, don't worry too much about it. He did miss me being pretty good at Mega Man, though, which was not something I'd ever thought I would say. Well, I guess if you're using save states, it doesn't really count, but, you know. Yeah, I'm going for like another half hour or so yet, most likely. Pardon me. And there will be another stream tomorrow, so... No CC today? No, she will be on tomorrow for a Christmas Eve special. Which is just a fancy way of saying we're going to be playing Valhalla together. She had to work today, unfortunately. Which is really like a kind of a crummy thing to do. I mean, I guess, you know, Christmas Eve isn't as bad as making you work on actual Christmas Eve, but still, you know? Like, damn, give your employees off a couple days on both sides of Christmas. I guess then the thing is that, like, nothing would be open for, like, 3 to 4 days straight, which I guess would be an issue for people, but I don't know. I had to work Christmas Eve once when I worked at Wegmans, and that basically solidified right there my decision to eventually leave that company. Because, like, there's a lot of things I'll do for the sake of being seen as decent as my job, but, you know, coming in to work overnight, Christmas Eve, well, Christmas Eve into Christmas morning, is not one of them. Like, nobody was even there. Cause, I mean, like, of course nobody was there. It was Christmas Eve. I think we had, like, one customer the entire night. Anyway, this game is, like, pretty dull. Working on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction, too. On to the next. Excite Bike. I've heard of this. Insert coin. Wrong platform, Excite Bike. I have to, like, press the select button to put the coin in. Okay, Win. See you when you get back. Well, I don't seem to be able to do anything with this menu other than save states. Unless... Alright, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Next game. Sweet Home. Made in Brazil. That's interesting. Mudar Nomes. I don't know what this means, but yeah, sure. How do I... how do I enter? Darn it. Yes. No. I didn't mean to do that, for the record. And Mudar. And we get our JoJo reference for today, yes. This can be... Pudef. Come on. Ah. It's probably going to be a JRPG. Well, I guess it's not a JRPG if it's made in Brazil, but you know what I mean. Some kind of RPG that I'm not going to be able to even play. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's an RPG. A tactical RPG by the looks of it, but you know, again, I can't do anything with this really. So let's roll the dice again. Toxic Crusaders debug cartridge. All right, well that's not a game, so I don't think it's a game. Skate or Die 2: The Search for Double Trouble. And this appears to just be an olive green blank screen. Alright. Striking out here, aren't we? This is another one? Did I, like, break the emulator or something? Hold on. No? That's interesting. Another Batman game. Alright. Developed in 1991 by Sunsoft. What? Game has crashed. Invalid OP code. Alright, you know what? I'm thinking maybe we just go back to Mega Man if I can't get the next one working, like... Akumajo Densetsu. English translation by Vice. Alright, well this one at least seems to work. Is this a Castlevania game? I think it is. Alright, well. I suck at Castlevania, but, you know. Not necessarily opposed to playing it, or something similar to it, at least. I don't know if Akumeju Densetsu is just like the Japanese name for the series, or what's going on here. If anyone knows, feel free to enlighten me. Really nice backgrounds for this time, like the time period this was made in. Although they don't... Oh! Once you scroll off the screen, it becomes instant death if you fall back down? That seems a little bit silly. Alright, come on now. Would really like to make this jump up here. Akumajo Densetsu is Castlevania 3. Okay. Well, I guess that explains what this is then. There we go. I'm not sure how long I'll play it for, since it really does seem quite difficult. And this jumping thing where you have to like decide what direction you want to go before you do is a little bit foreign to me. I think after this we'll finish off with more Mega Man. Because I was enjoying myself, and now I'm regretting a little bit having switched over to something else. Or I guess I could play Fantasy Zone, but I don't know how much interest there would be in that, so probably just do Mega Man instead. Also, this sort of vaguely reminds me of how Super Win the Game looks. Obviously, this came first, but, you know. You know, the Super Win the Game is a very different color palette. Hey, are you guys still seeing video? Because I just saw the stream do like a weird buffering thing, and I'm worried it's doing that thing where it was only showing a still, like a still picture again. Yes, you still see me bashing monsters. Okay, good. because something needs to carry the stream, and it's certainly not my commentary right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Mega Man. Hopefully it's still in here. It's not. You do see the emulator top bar. That's because I'm capturing the window rather than the process. For whatever reason, the window did not want to work. If it was the Norwegian version of Mega Man, wow, some of these have very, very uncouth names. Mega Man 4, was it? No, 5. I think. No, it wasn't this one. Well, this is gonna be great, trying to hunt down the specific ROM of Mega Man that I was playing. Although, was this even... No, this wasn't even, like, the right one. This is Mega Man 6. Alright, I appear to have left my brain somewhere in the first half of this stream. I can no longer think correctly. Mega Man... 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Incidentally, I'm going to have to delete some of those ROM hacks. There's Opnid Man. Really takes a certain kind of person to put a horrible homophobic slur in the name of their video game. Even if it is just to pick apart of somebody else's video game. Ah, gravity arrows. Is this a VVVV reference? Can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Well, I wanted to try to get that one up, but I think that's probably a lost cause right now. Okay, good. The chain is harmless. It's only the top part that hurts you. This is a bit disorienting, I tell you what. Also, I'm starting to see where they got the inspiration for that carnival level in Cuphead from. I think these arrows were in one of the original Mega Mans way before VVVVV was a thing. Yeah, that's true. I was just being a goofball. It's a gimmick that a bunch of different games have used. Mega Man might have been one of the first. Maybe the first? I don't know. It's old enough that it wouldn't surprise me if it was the first. Oh, I also didn't see what's, what does the crystal eye do? Looks like it's just like a straight orb shot. Pretty cool looking, I'll give them that. I like just like shiny orbs, I don't know why. I blame my inherent witchiness. Oh, come on. Do-do-do-do-do. Ah. Real bad itch in my nose all of a sudden. Hold on. Let me take a drink also real quick. Those two things weren't related, but, you know. Also, this might actually not be a bad place to use the Star Crash thing on, because a lot of these enemies are kind of like at weird angles from me. Not weird angles, but like they're slightly higher or lower than I am. You think that's old enough to be the first, and then somebody comes out and talks about how this was old enough to be, or how there was a game on the ZX Spectrum or whatever. That's very possible. You know. Honestly, I always kind of thought that, VV itself sort of looked like a, not a ZX Spectrum, but like a Commodore game. I was really hoping I would be able to get that health pellet. Get away! I'm not buying what you're selling. Oh, that hurts. I think I might need a specific tool to get over there. Oh, you know what? That's what the dog's for, right? Or, oh, no. No. Hold on. Hold on. Keep forgetting about this thing. There we go. Now, don't I just feel ever so clever? Kind of wish more platform games had a thing like that, like a thing where you could make your own platforms, kind of. Not enough games do that, in my opinion. In my humble indie bundle. Let's see here. No? Oh well. Alright, and I guess this is the boss area here. Oh, and we have to fight him upside down. Okay. Yeah, or, okay, he flips, and, alright, I get it. Will I be able to beat him first try? No. But I do understand the gimmick. The conceit of the fight. I bet they want me to aim that right as he's flipping. Right as he's flipping. Let's see how the crystal eye does against this fellow. There we go. Wow. I also have to not get hit, but, you know, that's step 2. I wish I was better at Mega Man games. Yeah, I'm, like, honestly not very good at them myself. It's just, save states make it more manageable than it would otherwise be. Only now realizing that these are only doing like one tick of damage to him. That's less than ideal. I have to get a shot, like, that's really well timed like that one, but, like, every time that he switches. It's not the easiest thing. I don't know, I'll try it with the Crystal Eye one more time, and then maybe we'll go back to the Mega Buster, if that ends up not working out. I don't think that the shield is going to be particularly useful for this fight, maybe for any fight in the game. You know, the shield ones are always kind of a weird proposition. Okay, I really need to get this dodging pattern down is the main thing, I think. Everything else will come in due time. Hello again, Win. I'm fighting Gravity Man. He's a man who controls gravity. Yeah, I got this down. There we go. Purple. Kufik Opnid Cast. I agree. Really want to know why it says slut in that box. Like what that's supposed to actually be. Sure, we'll do Stone Man, get the top row knocked out. Steinman. Sounds like somebody's last name. Actually, isn't there an author named Gloria Steinman? Might be... Oh, that's weird. Might be remembering incorrectly. Let's see what his thing is. Gravity Hold. What? That seems absurdly overpowered. I mean, I guess it doesn't have a lot of ammo. It's like the big thing. Alright, well, that I've used all of it up on, like, basic enemies. You know, I always like these little guys with the hats. I don't know what their names is, but I always just thought they were kind of cute. Lurking safety boys. Now, mind you, the bullet pattern they fire out is much less adorable, but you know. Lucky. Goodness gracious. I'll be taking that. doesn't work on this guy. That's interesting. I'm not gonna use it for boss fights. Maybe I should just start using the Crystalline as my main weapon. Doesn't seem quite as overpowered as the Metal Gear was in Mega Man 2, but, like, you know. You can do the bouncy shots. As long as we keep getting ammo, I don't really see a reason to not use it. Well, there's reasons, but, you know. The main big one being that I can't have 2 shots of it on the screen at the same time, which is a little bit annoying. Again, apologies for all the coughing and throat clearing. It's been a time recently to be me in terms of illness. Basically been sick on and off for like the past month. It's not fun. Wiki says they are called Metal or Met for short. That's cute, I like that. It's like they tried to be tough. They're good boys. They're good robots, Brent. Switch back to the Mega Buster for the time being. Mega Man is full of good boys. I agree with that. Many honorable fellows. One thing I do sort of find like a little bit annoying about Mega Man, the series on the whole, is how you have to open the menu to get out your weapons. But I think that's mostly just like a product of the fact that the NES controller only had 2 buttons. Well, 2 face buttons. Wait, what? I think the modern Mega Man games have weapon cycling with the shoulder buttons, but I'm not sure. That would be good if they did. Also, those platforms don't seem to come back. That's a little bit annoying. There we go. Thank you, little buddy. Now I've got more mana. Alright, well this is gonna be interesting. Let's go. Solid as a rock. Ooh, That's interesting. Do have a little bit of gravity hold left. Let's see if this does anything. I'm just kind of curious. My assumption is that it won't affect him, but it'll affect the rocks. Oh, no, it does affect him. It just doesn't do anything other than hurt him. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to end the stream soon. I'm getting, like, really tired, and I still gotta do the frickin' dishes yet. Maybe I'll just save those for the morning. Maybe I should just be using the regular, like, pea shooter attacks on the Buster, although those seem to be bouncing off of him too. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more shot, and if I can't get him, then we will... Well, we'll call it there either way, but, you know. Hopefully I get him, basically, is what I'm getting at there. An inkling that this might be substantially easier if I had a full thing of the star shield, or not the star shield, the gravity thing. I do have a full thing of the star shield. I just don't think it would do anything here, really. Alright, one more. You know, when people say one more, they only ever mean one more good one. They don't mean one more in the absolute sense of the term. That would be a tyranny of language. Which is also the title of my new book about language. Suck it down. I am the winner. That wasn't very graceful of me. Oh. Goodness gracious. Dufik Kraftstein. Sounds like the name of a fucking beer. Alright, well, thank you for joining this odd little stream where I played a bunch of Nintendo games and also beat like half of Mega Man 5 in Norwegian. For whatever reason. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. I don't quite know what time yet. But I will post updates about that on my Twitter, and I will put up an announcement video most likely as well. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong, anyway, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming Valhalla, the cyberpunk dating sim bartending game thing, along with CC, my girlfriend. If you'd like to support the channel, you can subscribe, you can follow, all that good stuff. I will see you guys next time. Bye.